Hello everybody, Sarah Sarens here with the Chelsea Area Chamber of Commerce, coming to you with a Business Spotlight Series. Today I am here at Eder Diver Insurance Agency, and I am joined by Jake and Kane Diver, brothers extraordinaire, and Rick Eder. And yeah, we're going to get going and hear a little bit about their business and what they do here in Chelsea and all that good stuff. And Fisher is already saying hi, which is great. Yeah, and Fisher, of course. So, all right, as always, we like to start with a little bit of history. So, Rick, why don't you kick us off and give us some background of how you've ended up here across from Polly's on M52 here in Chelsea.
Sounds good, Terrace. So I started with Farm Bureau Insurance in 2002, a little over 20 years ago. And Dave Rowe was an agent here in town. He had been a Farm Bureau agent. When he retired, he had been with Farm Bureau for 43 years. So, well-established agency. He and I worked together for several years prior to his riding off into the sunset. So, I'd been doing this on my own for the last 15 years or so. And after the pandemic, and I was getting to the point where I needed a partner. I needed someone to come in and help as I'm needing
more time to yourself.
More time to myself.
Yeah.
Kane and I met. He had started with Farm Bureau up in Lansing.
Yep.
And we had a few lunches together, started talking about what we wanted to do, and the next thing you know, a little over a year ago, we partnered up.
Mm-hmm. And you guys have moved into a new space now since then as well,
Yeah.
which is beautiful, which we'll make sure to give everybody a tour of. And then, now that's your professional background. I don't want to dig too much, but you are also kind of deep Chelsea, if you will.
Yeah, I'm
An OG.
OG, if you will.
That's true. I graduated from Chelsea. My parents still live here. My brothers still live here, as did my wife, and she's a teacher here at the middle school. And so we graduated and decided, hey, let's raise our children here. It's a great community. So I can't think of anywhere else I'd rather live. And
Your daughter just got hired by the school as well.
exactly right. So yeah, we're pretty deep rooted.
You dug in.
Not going anywhere.
No. Well, it's a hard town to leave, I can tell you that. I know personally I love to travel, and every single time I get home, I'm never upset to be back in Chelsea. So that's great. So, well, Kane, Jake, you guys came on about a year ago now.
Mm-hmm.
And why don't you give us a little bit of your background leading up to coming over here?
Okay, well, to start, I'd say that we're probably more OG than Rick with our Potawatomi background.
Okay.
Yeah. They always one up me.
Yeah.
No, but so anyways, yeah, Jake and I have been in the insurance business together as business partners for the last 6 years now.
Okay.
So and we have some insurance background and family in the business, and we just have always had an interest in it, and we decided to move our lives here to Chelsea because it was such a good small town and close to home. So
Your wife's from Manchester.
Wife's from Manchester. Yeah. She teaches here in Chelsea as well.
You guys got the schools locked up.
That's right. Yeah, and it's close to home, but it's also close to where we began our agency in East Lansing. So it's kind of an in-between spot and where we ended up, and it's been going really well ever since. So we're real happy with it.
That's great. Well, I know everybody's been happy to see you guys growing and whatnot. I mean, the new space is unbelievable, and it's good to have you. And you immediately became an ambassador and joined the Rotary and everything else. And Jake, you've been golfing, so that's good. That's the important stuff right there.
Inverness.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly. Well, that's great. And so speaking of community service, just because I did bring it up, as I said, it took no time at all for all of us to see that you were ready to be involved. Like I said, you just today were inducted, your official induction to the Chelsea Rotary. So that's
Rotarian.
Rotarian. And they'll never let you go. So Rotarian for life. Rick, you've been involved in multiple things throughout the community in your life. I know off the top of my head, you're on the chamber boards. You're one of my bosses. That's why I'm super nice to him. And you're with the Community Foundation. Are there any other things that you've done throughout the years? I'm sure
Right now I'm on the depot board as well, and so the Chelsea Historic Depot, and that's,
Ellie's Place.
yeah, but I'm involved in Ellie's Place as well.
I heard you gave a great speech yesterday at the, or no, this morning.
This morning,
This
yeah.
morning at the breakfast.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's great. Monica literally called me afterwards to tell me about it, so.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. And the train depot, God knows they need the help right now. They're got a lot of repairs and things to be done, so
Yeah.
that's great.
We want to keep it there.
Yeah, it's such an awesome part of the community,
Yeah.
so that's wonderful. So
Yeah.
yeah, you guys are involved in everything, covering
Mhm.
all the bases. It's really good stuff. Yeah.
Something that Rick's kind of instilled in his company before we partnered up was community involvement, so we wanted to make sure we kept that core value, and so,
Well, and when we were in Lansing, we were very involved up there as well. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, Ellie's Place, Children's
child and family charities,
There you go.
nonprofit.
So I mean, we tried to be involved. You know, East Lansing's not as much of a community as Chelsea is.
Sure,
You know?
yeah.
And you really get that hometown feel here.
Yeah.
No, that makes sense. I mean, obviously there's a size difference, but anytime you've got a college town, there's always going to be so many coming in and going out,
Mhm.
right? And
Constant turnover.
the mindset is a little bit different than here, yeah. So it's easy to come in and start talking to the right people and get really involved here. So it's great to see you guys bringing that desire from Lansing over and building on what Rick's already been doing. So that's great. All right, well, let's talk insurance for a minute.
Okay.
So obviously, you know, you say insurance, people, life insurance, car insurance, this, that, and you guys have all that. Why don't I just turn it over to you? You know, a little bit about the parent company, a little bit about the other aspects.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So one of our, most of our policies are with Farm Bureau Insurance of Michigan. They're a local company here, headquartered out of Lansing. They have one of the best agriculture-based insurance portfolios in the state, so we do a lot of farm insurance and anybody that has agriculture, or is involved in agriculture, we tend to gravitate towards because of that relationship with them. But they also have a really, really good life insurance, as well as, commercial insurance portfolio, and we also do home, insurance, car insurance, we do pretty much everything. We're like your one-stop shop.
Sure.
So,
One nice thing about Farm Bureau Insurance is it's a state-only company. We're just here in Michigan.
That's nice.
And they've really been able to tailor the products to meet the needs of the people of the state. We launched, this was about 7 or 8 years ago, we came out with what's called a lake estate policy.
Okay.
And it's designed for people that live on lakes. It's got added features and bonuses like blanket recreational vehicle coverage and blanket and boat coverage. And so for those people that live on a lake, it's a great policy. It replaces a homeowner's policy. It's like a homeowner's policy on steroids.
Oh, wow, that's cool.
If you live on a lake.
And well, God knows we have some of those here
Yeah,
in Michigan,
yeah.
so that makes sense.
And that's what the company recognized was there's a lot of lakes in the state, so whether it's on one of the Great Lakes or any of the inland lakes, that's a good policy for them.
Well, it's smart of them to be paying attention to that. I imagine they potentially were getting a lot of claims that were falling to the wayside of what a traditional policy might be able to cover, and they
Correct.
said, we need to resolve this. So, yeah,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Yeah, for example, we can insure seawalls
Right. Yeah,
on that policy.
I doubt my basic homeowner's insurance covers a seawall. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sure it does not. Yeah, it's like, I mean, right down to a gator. You guys took
Yeah.
care of the
Yeah.
gator insurance for us for the
Yeah.
beer garden, which worked out great. So
Yeah.
thank you for that.
absolutely.
Always get good customer service calling you guys up, and you got 3 of you, so you can just pick one if you can't pick the other one.
Yeah, right, and we have good staff. It's not
Yes,
just us.
yeah,
Yeah.
Murphy does great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys plan on growing any more as far as staff and whatnot? I know you got quite a bit of space here.
Yeah, so currently we're set up, we have 3 like full-time remote employees that handle a lot of the behind-the-scenes customer service
Sure.
stuff and systems, and a lot of computer work goes into insurance. What you know, it's all digitized now, and so and then we also have 3 in-house customer service facing employees that help with the day-to-day servicing policyholders, you know,
Sure.
making change requests, reinstating policies, taking payments, answering questions, submitting claims, things like that, just to help us out, because we're so involved in the community. It's sometimes hard for us to be behind our desk, and so
All
that's-
day long, yeah.
But as far as growth goes, we're very motivated to grow, and we're looking forward to seeing what we can do.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Well, it's great. And now, if people have interest in seeing what you guys can do, with their insurance, obviously they can find you at ederinsurance.com.
So we
EderDyer.com.
Ederdiver.com,
or
even easier.
ChelseaInsuranceAgency.com.
All right.
However, the website is under construction.
Okay.
So we're trying to keep clients off there for now, just because we are
Ah.
working on developing a new and more enhanced user-friendly experience
Excellent.
behind the scenes. So
Okay.
for customer service, we're more personable. We like
Sure.
people to call us, stop in, or
Yeah.
email, text.
Yep.
Is the best way to reach us. But to that point, that is something we're looking forward to building out in the future.
Yeah.
And then we're also, if you know, we're always looking to hire. So we're
Okay.
looking for good quality, talented customer service oriented people to join
Sure.
our team. So
That's great. Well, I can't imagine. I imagine it's a very fun place to work.
Yeah.
You always have a mascot in here with Fisher running around.
Yeah.
And speaking of growth and whatnot, the Eder Diver family is about to get a little bit bigger in about
Yeah.
a month because you are expecting. Congratulations,
baby girl.
the baby girl.
Yeah.
That's gonna be great. Have you guys picked out a name yet? I'm gonna make you say it on camera in front of everybody. I'm just kidding. Don't do it. They say never to do it. Someone will steal it.
okay, it'll be a surprise.
Yeah. Well, that is great. Well, all right. So
Why don't we
as
show
they
you the
s-
office?
yeah, we're gonna take you guys on a tour, and just as a reminder, as they said, very personal. Come by and talk to them. Not hard to find. Directly across the street from Polly's Country Market, right next to a bunch of other wonderful businesses.
Chelsea Lumber right here.
Yep, right
Yep.
between Chelsea Lumber. You can see it right out the front gate, and big, very nice looking new storefront. So it won't be hard to find. And all right, well, let's go take a tour. Thank you guys for talking to me, and you guys enjoy the tour, and we'll see y'all soon. Have a good one.